Abhichandani, the CFO at Ola Electric, joins us right now to exactly break the myth for us. Harish, hi, afternoon. Good to have you on ET now. Just wanted to understand what really is the issue. I mean, we understand that customer complaints have now reached 80,000 in a month.
I think that number there is, obviously grossly amplified. But coming back to the, thanks for having me on the show, and the fact that today we have launched the new partner scheme, which takes the EV revolution to the next level in our strategy towards end ICE age. So that's one very significant initiative by the group today. And coming to your point on the complaints, the fact is that we have continued to expand our service network. We are currently at a little under 600, where we're ramping it up to 1,000. So there's a continued investment in the service area by us. So that's a continued process for us, and all these issues are being addressed as we speak.
But do you think that, the backlog can be covered with the new steps that you're taking?
Absolutely. I think what we have structurally looked at service on a very different view and then handled the case. The entire backlog, etc., and the backlog is again a bit of a amplified data point, but the entire service investment is there, and you will actually see it in how these things evolve in the next very near future, next few weeks itself.
So we're waiting for that ramp up because there are those concerns that even a lot of brokerages like HSBC, etc., have flagged with respect to what's happening with respect to the service request mounting and the overwhelmed situation of a lot of your customers as well. But shifting focus to the market share as well, because there as well there has been a loss from over 40%, which was there in the first half of the year. It's dipped to around 31% now in the month of August and around 29% in September. What are you doing to maintain your moat, maintain your market share as far as Ola is concerned?
I think I would not come. Market share is an outcome of many factors. I think we are committed to our strategy of our EV first approach, a tech first approach. And we have continued to kind of announce product. You have seen our August 15th announcement. Our strategy remains absolutely on track. Our execution remains on track, whether it is on the two-wheeler side or on the cell side. We have a slew of launches coming up in terms of the entire motorcycle range. And in that direction, we are also, as we expand our front end, that's been key areas for a continued investment for us. And if you also see the recent Bernstein report, which highlights our clear margin advantage consequent to our tech investments and vertical integration investments. So between some of the other incumbent players and us, so that our path on our strategy remains unhindered.
Okay, point taken. So that's what you're doing. But given the fact that a lot of other companies are also coming out with these fresh launches, I understand your focus is on the absolute volumes, but is there a market share in mind that you'd want to target, or let's say a monthly figure of sales that you'd want to hit on a consistent basis?
It's every auto, we always have internal numbers and internal targets to go after, but that's an internal matter. And it's not about the market share. For us, it's all about getting the right value product out there from a consumer perspective. And that's what we have always focused on, the best product to the consumer at the best possible price. And that's been our strategy of growth right through.
Yes, internal matter indeed, but definitely of interest to the investors and the other stakeholders. That's why it's a job to push that question a bit. But just trying to understand, a lot of states are looking at coming up with some new policies to, push the manufacturing as well as the adoption as far as EV is concerned. We saw, of course, in the four-wheeler segment in hybrid in UP, there are talks of something happening in Karnataka as well. What do you make of this policy action which is happening?
So the government has been extremely supportive of the EV ecosystem, right? The various states were very supportive. The center has been supportive. There has been multiple schemes, and the coming PM E-Drive scheme, which is expected to launch on October 1st. That's again a good flip to the industry as a whole. And in that direction, we continue to invest. In that, if you see our announcement today, 625 new network partners on our network as our touch points with the customers, both across sales and service, going up to 1,000 by end of this year, going up to 10,000 by end of next year. So there is our momentum on business is on track. Our business design is as robust as ever and on track in this direction.
Harish, let's clear the air. You said the backlog of complaints is not 80,000. What is the count then?
So I won't be able to give you an exact metric on that because that is obviously continuously, as we track it daily and it's improving continuously as we speak. We have invested, and just to again maybe repeat myself, we are continuing to invest in service. That is a focus area and will be a focus area to ensure that our customers do get the best service on time. While we have seen a bit of a increase over the last few quarters, but that's currently well under paths to bring it under control.
Is there a consistency in the complaints? I mean, are these all battery related or other manufacturing parts? Why is it that you're getting these bulk complaints?
See, the customers' awareness of also EV is significantly, kind of going up as they speak. And their understanding of the product, the understanding and use of the product is continuing to get better and better. And we treat this as a normal course of business for us. And if a customer has an issue, we have to address it ASAP. And that's been our motto and focus.
Okay, yes, that definitely adoption and education is something that needs to be ramped up. But what's your, scale-up expectation as far as your motorcycle is concerned and the three-wheeler which was in the pipeline?
So the motorcycle, you have seen our announcements, which we did on August 15th. That was our product day. And these are very, in my view, very revolutionary products out there. As we have seen how we have transformed the EV industry from a scooter landscape perspective. Going back 3 years, there was hardly any EV scooters out there. And today, EV is mainstream in scooters. And that's what we're going to do in motorcycles. Motorcycles are, a larger chunk of the two-wheeler markets, actually. So we will play a significant role in driving EV penetration and our end ICE strategy in the motorcycle segment also.
There also the competition seems to be heating up, and it's understandable given this is one of those focus area that in-house battery manufacturing, battery cell manufacturing that you were putting up as well. Could you talk to me about the roadmap for that? What's the target, let's say 12 to 18 months out on that one?
So as we already, battery, our project is well underway. We have completed the 1.4 gigawatt hour capacity. That capacity is already there. It's under trial production as we speak. And we are on track to complete to 5 gigawatt hours. It's already, part of our filings with the exchange and during the IPO process also. So we are on track to hit the 5 gigawatt hour cumulative capacity thresholds and then going up to 20 in accordance with the PLI scheme, which we have been the awardees of, the largest PLI scheme in the ECC scheme, in the cell scheme. So we're on track for the project as we speak.
The other thing I also wanted to talk about is, Harish, what's been the response to the Roadster series bikes that you launched just about a month back?
If I look at the engagement at different parameters, it's been extremely exciting. I think people are waiting for the product. Today, there are, hardly any options for anybody who wants to buy an electric motorcycle. So we have seen pretty excitement on the communities, the customer touch points, and our connects with the customer. So, but we haven't yet officially launched. We have launched, but not yet officially started bookings, etc., which we will in the due course of time, usually pretty soon. And as per the schedule Bhavish announced in his August 15th announcements, so we're on track to hit those timelines.
And any special, events lined around the festive season, in the sense, any special scheme, discounts, anything interesting coming in for the customers that one should watch out for?
Can't disclose the product launch strategy at now. Let the marketing guys do have some very pleasant surprises for the customers.
Okay, on that note, we'll let you go. Thanks so much for making time and speaking with us. That's a clarification coming in from the management. 80,000 service requests seems to be an overstated number. They are quite hopeful and enthused about the kind of response that they've been getting for their motorcycle and ramping up as per the internal targets.
There comes a time when your heart calls for you to arise. Plant your feet solid into the ground. Decide your own limits. And then break right through them. Become something more. It's my time to rise.